So hello, can you believe that we're already on our last module? That went really fast, I thought. And well, it's not our last module. We have another module next week, which is a Q&A call. And we may actually have to use a little bit of our Q&A call depending on how much we get done today on storefronts and affiliates. So bear with me a little bit. I may have to shake this up a bit. This is the first time I've actually taught this one, so we may actually have to extend it a little bit into our Q&A call. So we'll know more. Picking up on the storefront and then going into the affiliates. Now it's a lot of stuff to cover. That's why I'm thinking that we're really going to spill over because I'm not going to try to cram it all into one session. I'd rather take what we need from the Q&A session and finish up. So we'll just kind of see how it goes from there. So keep an open mind and let's go ahead and look at our agenda for the day. If my machine decides to cooperate. There we go. So we'll take a minute, we'll review our last module, and then we're going to go ahead and start again into picking up on the storefront where we left off, and then we're going to talk about affiliate management. Now, you know, when you look at that, you think, okay, storefront affiliate management, but there's really so much to each one of these. They could almost be their own day in of itself. I can't talk. I've had tongue tied all day long. And then, of course, homework and then the good old Q&A. So with that in mind, just a quick review. I'm sorry, I'm making myself a note here. Hold on a second. As I mentioned, this is supposedly our last full day of training. We do have another day scheduled next week, which would be for our live Q&A. Thank you again for those who are in the Facebook group. That will stay even after the class is over. And as every time I teach this class, I'll be adding new people to it. So it'd be great for you guys to, you know, speak to each other and kind of support each other as you move forward. I will continue to pop in there as well for support. You can certainly ask questions in there. Or you have the ability, as always, to send me an email at help@techhumanlabs.com. The practice sandbox, I'll give you another 2 weeks or so in there. And really spend some time in there because, as I said, unless you have one shopping cart yourself and are pay for it, you're really going to need the time to get in there and really work through the exercises. I will be coming up with more checklists. As I told you, I'm kind of building those as the course goes. So look for those to come out in the next 2 weeks or so. So those will still be coming. There'll still be more documents for you. And then as always, any issues or questions, please let me know. So in module number 7, we went through shipping and taxes. And remember, shipping and taxes may or may not be something you ever encounter depending on what your clients sell as far as products and services. We talked about product offers, discounts if people buy, quantity discounts, that should be really called, bounce manager, and then we started with looking at the storefront. So we're going to kind of pick up where we left off. So the storefront is really for people who sell, I would say, bulk or quite a few products and services. And a lot of times your storefront is really for tangible goods like, you know, mugs, coffee mugs, pens, pencils, paper, candles, cookbooks. I mean, you name it, anything that's tangible. At least in my experience, the clients that had the storefronts, those are the types of goods that they sold. My clients that were in coaching and speaking and authoring and all of those other things, they really didn't use the storefront because they were more of a digital-based business. So not to say that if you have a digital-based business, you can't use the storefront. It's just that the majority of clients that I had actually used the storefront when they had a tangible product. And the benefit to having the storefront, again, is it allows you to have a storefront that is dynamic and you don't have to update 2 places. So your VA doesn't have to go in, for instance, and update the shopping cart and then turn around and go over to the website and make changes on your website. The storefront is dynamic, so it will automatically make those changes for you. And with the storefront, you have several different options. You have a master template, you have page templates, you have custom pages, you have navigation, you have what's called a site manager, which will give you all your links, and then you also have a mobile version. One other thing to remember when it comes to working in the storefront is that not all subscriptions have a storefront. I have a very old, I would say, an old version of One Shopping Cart. I've had a One Shopping Cart account, for 3 years, 4 years? A while. And when they upgraded my version, I don't have the option to get a storefront. I would actually have to close my version down and reopen a new one to get the storefront feature. But I don't want the storefront feature. So it wasn't a big deal for me. But just the idea that they couldn't actually take what I have and put it into the new version was kind of disheartening, that you have to close it down and reopen it. So you may have clients that are in that same scenario. And so just again, some tips. Remember, not all One Shopping Cart accounts will have the storefront, depends on their subscription. If they have an older subscription like myself, you can't upgrade. And it's really used for selling products and services. It's hosted through One Shopping Cart, and it also gives you that easy management, so you don't have to manage 2 different sites. So with that in mind, let's jump back over. And how do you know if you have a storefront, you have a store menu? My menu, if you looked at my live One Shopping account, it doesn't have store. It has everything else, just missing the store. Okay, so that will show you right away if you have a client that has a newer version or an older version. Even in the newer version, you will have the store, but if it's not active, it's just like in the newer versions, if you go to affiliate management and you're not paying for it, it won't let you, it'll just give you an access issue. So just because you have the menu doesn't necessarily mean that you have access to it. It depends on the subscription that you're using. Excuse me. All right, so let's go into store, and we're going to start off by going into master templates. And so basically what you're doing is you're creating a website. So storefront in this instance is a website that you're creating, because remember, it's a page. It's really can be a page or it can be a full active website. And so everything that goes into creating a website is relevant here as well. So you can see that I have a contemporary, a radiant, and a shopping cart default. So this is the master template. So think of a theme in WordPress. Does everybody understand what I mean when I say a theme in WordPress? It's basically the same idea. You're using a template, which is really the same thing as a theme. But this template is for the shopping cart storefront. We are building a little website hosted on One Shopping Cart. And so what you can do here is you can see that I have 3. You can see which one's active, right? And you can actually preview these. So I can click on preview. This is what it looks like. Okay, I have a menu, right? I have fun colors, I have all this kind of stuff, and then I can just close it. Excuse me, my allergies are killing me, so I apologize if I sniffle in your ear. So here's the other one. Okay, it's just a different color. And then the shopping cart default is that one. Okay, so I say, you know what, if you don't want, you can edit any of these very easily, but you can also activate it. See how I can only have one active at a time? So it's the same thing. Just like if you're using a WordPress site, you can only have one theme active at a time. So now this is the active one, not the prettiest one. But the nice thing about this is your theme, this is your template. You can easily go in and edit these. Now this is what I'm saying. There's so many bells and whistles in here. And I'm just going to kind of give you an overview, but this is where I invite you guys to get in and get your hands dirty and really play in here so you can understand what all of these do. Excuse me. All right. So first off, you have the preview, you have theme settings, navigation, style sense. Okay, so here we go. You can expand and collapse these, right? So you can hide and open. Oops, come on, Mr. Mouse. There we go. Company name, text color. So a lot of this is going to be pretty self-explanatory. So obviously I can click on the wheel here. If you know your hex number, your branding, see how you can come in here and select it. You can choose your text size. You can choose your font if you have any emphasis. If you want to, instead of having your company name, if you wanted to pull in a logo, and this is going to pull it from the media library, right? I could insert that instead. Okay, now here's the check and cart button. So these are the different ones that you have, and it shows you, this is what checkout looks like, clear. This is the buttons. Now you can actually click and hit select, so if you have additional ones in the folders here, but this is the one that you get by default. This is also the size. In other words, if you hit select here, you have to have something to select to. It's not giving you a list, right? It's not giving you the other images that come with One Shopping Cart. You have the ability to upload these and choose the height. So these are all the buttons that you have, okay? Get that, what your remove button looks like, what your buy button looks like, okay? Your submit. Here's your storefront buttons. Checkout. You have an add, if you want to add to cart button, an advanced submit search button, a basic search button. So if I don't like these, obviously, again, I can remove them, but you're going to need to either put something in their place or take them off. So I could go out here and hit select. I don't know if I have an add to cart button in here. Let's see if I do. Again, sorry for the sniffles. I'm actually going to upload. I know I have an add to cart button somewhere. I'm going to go get it just so you can see. Do I have an add to cart button? I have an add button. How about a buy button? I think with the millions of pieces, the millions that I have, well, you know what? Maybe if I just do an add button. Okay, so I just added an add button. Now notice how big it is. It's 225 by 224. I'm thinking, well, that's probably too big. So I'm going to shrink it. Okay, and then I can save. You think it's kind of big? A little too big. So maybe I'll make it smaller and save. My point is you can put any buttons in you desire. Still kind of big. All right, and the other thing you can do is you can preview. So as you build, you can go in here and preview this, okay? You can see what it did to my logo. Now this isn't actually pretty. The other thing you can do you see how you have the option to save as new? So instead of editing one of the main templates that come with the shopping cart, you can simply come in here and then you could hit save as new. And then you can change the name up here, right? And so I'm going to remove that and then save. So use caution when it comes to editing any of the defaults. You might want to just make your own copy, which is what I did here. And then I decide I don't like the logo. I'm going to put my company name back in there because the logo didn't look right. And then again, I have to change my colors. So you're basically putting together a mini website here. And you can always, I always am one of those people who saves as I go. Okay, and then navigation. So this is my navigation. Again, all you're doing is setting colors. So here's your link color. It looks like it's a purple to me. So I don't want purple. Maybe I want a red. And select, right? It doesn't look like the right color to me. Pink? No, I want red. I don't do pink. There we go. There we go. If I have a visited link color, what's my text size? 12, 14 default. What's your font? Do you have an emphasis? What color is the background? Do you have a gradient? Primary items, background color. So can you see how you can really go crazy in here? Hover color. I do not want that ugly green. So again, maybe I'll just go with the gray. And I can just copy and paste that down here. Here's your primary header. Again, background color, background gradient, secondary header, footer, subscription, and widget header. So again, you'd be spending some time in here just going through and making it. Now I'm not going to change. Actually, I don't like these colors at all. So I'm going to change. I don't like the green. Wasn't there another one? Yeah, here we go. So do you see how you can truly get lost in here? I don't know if those two colors will even match, but that's all right. And then save. And as you go, right, you can preview. Now, I'm not doing mine to look pretty by any means. I'm just trying to show you what it looks like. Like I didn't change this bottom bar, but I did change the top bar here, the navigation bar. Style settings. This is the global site. This is product name styles, product total. These are all blocks. Description styles. So this is basically the font and color for everything that you see in here. Okay, so your sales price can be right? And maybe it's bold, and maybe it's bigger than all the others. So this is your style sheet. Now, if you have a newsletter, which you can do a newsletter, you can actually use this little section to, within your storefront, ask for people to sign up to your newsletter. Now, years ago, people used to sign up to newsletters all the time. People don't really sign up for them anymore. They want something for free in exchange. But if you wanted to do this, you could come in here and you would choose the autoresponder that your newsletter people are subscribed to. So just for fun, I'll just choose this one. And then if you have a specific confirmation page, after they sign up, where would they go? Now you can see that you can create custom pages, so I can come back to that. All right. All right, there you go. So your master template in this instance is the template that you're using for your storefront. So I'm going to change mine over here to the Techie Mentor here. I'm going to preview it. And there's my storefront. Okay. That's the theme that I'm using. Y'all with me on the master templates? Master templates in this instance, again, equals your theme. All right, let's talk page templates. So just like you have pages on a website, you have pages on a storefront. So you can see you really have three different types, right? Yeah. Product template, category template, or take a payment product template. So you can see I have several one of these. And you can see there's one product template, one category template, and one take a payment. And those are the default ones. And you can see that I have several here. So just for fun, I can actually go in and let's just show you the custom category template. I'm going to hit edit. And so these are where your categories show up. Now this is where you have to know something about some of these short codes. Okay. So in other words, a category name. Remember how you set up categories in earlier when we were talking about products? Well, you can group your products in your storefront by categories, which makes a lot of sense, right? So people don't have to look around for things. You can group like all your ebooks together and all of your e-learning together or whatever it might be. And so this is basically the layout for that. You have to put in the short codes for that. So you can see that the top here is the category name. And then there's the category image, description, any subcategories or any products. And then it says this is the category template, right? So let me save this and let me go back. So we have categories. Now you also have product templates. So remember, you can, instead of doing it by category, you could just do it by products. And really the difference is if you have a ton of products, you're going to want to categorize them. If you have one or two, you could just do them as products. Okay, and this is again product name. This is the product image. If you have a SKU, the quantity, all this, and all of this stuff comes out of this merge data field right here. So do you see that when you're working in a storefront, you actually should have almost like a roadmap, like you would if you're setting up a WordPress site, right? On how are you doing this? What does the site look like? And the easiest thing to do is to show them the default storefront and say, look, this is what we're creating for you. How do you want it to lay out? Because you can see there's so many different options in here that you're really going to have to work with. And basically to add one of these, you simply click on it and you can see that it puts it in there for you. Okay, it's a short code. And you can save these as new, just like you can the other ones. And then there's a take a payment. Now notice I don't have the option to edit that. Here is one called product that's been updated that I can edit. Again, product name, product name. So let me just show you how you would create one of these really quickly. So at the top here, you would choose the template. So let's say we want to change the category template, right? And we can hit create new. And we give it a name. Yeah, let's make it something. If I can type and save. Notice that I already have some in here. I have category name, image, description, subcategories, and products. So if I don't have any subcategories, I can simply remove this. See how that works? I could actually format any of these. This is your visual editor. if I wanted to add additional items, I would simply click where I want, I hit enter, and I could go in here and it says by category. See your category options, and then you have text options, you have content options. And from here, I could actually add, there's my category of coffee mugs, print size. These are, and remember, this is a sandbox shopping cart. So a lot of the things that you see here, you're like, well, why would that be that way? It's just because we've been playing in here, right? So it's not the same. So I could go in here and say, I want to put in featured products. And it just added it for me, okay? Now we're going to put all this together in the actual store, but notice that you have to choose which one you want to use. So I could go in here and I can edit. Which one did I just do? I can edit any of these. Hold on. We're going to have to go to another screen to change which ones that we're using. But you need to have a template for each one of these. So a category, a payment, and a product template. Now, if you're using, not using categories, that's not so important, but you really do need to have the payment and the product templates. And obviously you can delete any of these. The ones that you can't, these three right here that I can't change, those are the defaults that came with the system. So I could easily come in here and hit delete and say, okay. And I got rid of that specific one. So here's the Techie Minute categories. This is the one that I was using, right? And again, I can choose Save New. Now, obviously, this code and this just shows you the HTML code. That's all you're going to see there. So nothing's changed there. So we're going to build our storefront by using these page templates. Okay, so that's what page templates does. Custom pages. These are additional pages. So the page templates that we just talked about were basically the pages that make up the storefront. These can be additional pages that you have. Notice that I have a 404, about us, contact us, customer, and you can create new ones of these. And I can go in and edit any one of these. So a 404 error means if they get an error message, what are they supposed to do? So you can put in here, you know, any kind of message. Right? This page does not exist, blah, blah, blah. You know, I could put, please click here to return to the storefront, or give them any other instructions that they may, like you have that merge data, right? So you have the ability to go back to like your mobile store. You can go to products. I could just go back to my home page and that would put that in there. Now, when it comes to working in custom pages, right, it automatically gives you a URL. You can add keywords and descriptions, which would be for SEO, because remember, this is a website. You can also preview. Isn't that beautiful? Now here's the join the list. Remember how I said that you could put that in here if you wanted. Here's all my products. So these are my categories. Here's my categories list. Here's my menu that I have here. Now we're just building the framework for this. We haven't put everything together yet. But this is the page. This does not exist. You see the HTTP here? This would take me back to the storefront. And what I could do, so please click the link below to return to the storefront, right? Save. And actually, I don't want that to be a heading. I'd want that just to be a paragraph, and save. You also have a preview here. Okay, depends on how much text you've put in. Easiest thing to do is preview full screen so you can see what you've done. So there you go. Okay, now that's not a hyperlink, but actually it is when you look at the storefront. Okay, you also have the ability to save new, so you can save all kinds of pages. So when I was talking about a roadmap, you're creating a website, so you're really going to have to lay out what pages do you want besides just the storefront, right? What else do you want to see besides just the store? Now, this is a little dashboard, and I just clicked on store here. And what this allows you to see is, what have you done? Have you set up everything you're supposed to? Obviously, we don't have any metrics because we don't have anything. You can also get statistics. So this is a nice little dashboard for people who are using the actual storefront to get some statistics very quickly. Okay, and that is under store here. You can just go to store dashboard. All right, so back to page templates. Oops, not page templates, sorry. Custom pages. So I've got about us, contact us, customer service, FAQs, home. I've got a sitemap. And notice that some of these have a page type because there are specific types. I could do a create new page title. So I'm just going to say thank you. Okay. And then once I tab away from that, just like WordPress, it gives me a URL. I can change that by clicking on edit if I want, or I can keep the one it gives me. I can put in my keywords. Remember, it's a web page, so put in your keywords. Any description that you want to show up, and then here's your information. So in here, I could just put, again, contact name. Don't I have first name? Nope, I gotta do contact name, and then, so this would be like, thank you for signing up for our monthly newsletter. Please look for the next edition in your, in your inbox shortly, period. And then you'd have your signature here. Okay. And save. Now, I can actually copy this URL and I can actually use this as a thank you page, just like you would. Now, this is a preview, but that's basically what it says. So you can actually copy this URL, which is what I'm doing. And if you recall, when we get to our master templates, let me know if I'm losing anybody here. But remember, one of the options that we had on newsletter was to choose a confirmation page. Now I could use the URL, or I could just say choose that thank you page that I had set up. And now when they sign up for my newsletter, they'll get redirected to that thank you page within the store. In other words, they're not leaving the website, just like you do in WordPress. Okay. So that's custom pages. So you can have as many as you want. You can also, delete any of these that you don't want by hitting delete. Okay. And again, when you create new, go in here and put any kind of information in here. And then what you do is you're going to set up your navigation. So basically what you're doing in this instance is you're setting up your theme, setting up your template pages, then you're creating your actual pages, and then you're going to go in and you're going to put in your navigation, which goes on your menu. And you can see here that I deleted this customer service page. So let me delete that. Okay, and here's where I can add additional pages, right? And these go on the menu. I can also create new pages. So I can say, oops, let's see, my new page, what do I have? Home, contact, let's do FAQ, right? You can do an internal or external link. So you can actually put a link outside of one shopping cart. And what type is it? Is it a page? Is it a category? Search home, mobile home. So what is this is going to be? This, let's say this is a page. And then you have the list of pages. So I can choose FAQ. So what you basically have to do, one, is you have to set up the pages, and then you have to choose the navigation. And then create. And then these buttons will move it up and down. And then I could say visit us, and then I could do an external. And then I could put the URL here. Open it in a new window, hit create, and there it is. So I'm just basically putting together that top menu, okay? And you notice you have a header menu and then you have a footer menu. So I deleted that, so let me get out of here. So I have about us, I have FAQ, I have a sitemap, I have a members only, and then once again I can add additional ones. Now I can click here and say, I want to do contact us, create new. I'll move that one down, and voila. So now what I want to do is take a look at my store. So once again, I can just go back to my master here, and I can just preview what I've done. So here is my home, contact us, advanced search, FAQ, visit us, and then here's my bottom one where I put contact us. Now it's not a live storefront, so nothing is working as far as clicking, but what you're looking for is the layout to make sure that it looks like you hope it looks, so to speak. So really what you want to do when you're working with a storefront, okay, is you're going to want to do your master templates. You're going to pick your theme, right? That's the first thing. Then you're going to set up your page templates and your custom pages and then your navigation. That's basically how it goes. Once you've done that, then you have a site that you can work with. And if you'll go back, what is it? I have to think about this. Whoops. Settings. Your store settings is where you would set up additional information. So here is my actual store URL. If you close your store, and then it tells you what home page is home, what your F404 page is, your search engine optimization where you can do your keywords, what is your default product template. So this is where you would change this if you had one. So here's mine. You could change it to that. Remember how I told you had to go to a different page to do that. Your product settings, your thumbnail, your view, your category, is it in a grid or a list, how many to show, and how to view. So your settings page is going to show you that. So this is my actual URL here. If I can get that to copy, hold on a second. There's my storefront. Now my links are live. Can you see that I can actually click on them now if I wanted to? Okay. So if I click on ebooks, there's all my ebooks. See all those? If I click on my digital, there's my digital products. If I click on training, notice I have a submenu there. There's all my training products. So I'm trying to just show you what the live one looks like. There's my team promotions. Okay, and then down here, I can click on FAQs. So it doesn't actually work when you're in the specific preview. You have to actually get out and look at the live menu for it to work. So now if I hit visit us, it should open Techimentor, drops me over there. And where you find that is under the settings menu. Okay, so that's basically a little website for you right there. You can do about us, tells you a little bit about us here, so on and so forth. So your sidebar, just like in WordPress, stays put as you change to go to different pages. My sitemap, right? So on and so forth. And then here's my checkout button. So I could go in here and choose my t-shirts. And then you would just add to cart. Now I know these aren't t-shirts, but you get the idea, right? Okay, so that's how you can find and test the storefront to make sure it's live. You want to see the URL, and you can customize the URL as well as the name. And if your URL, if your store is closed, you can simply hit close, and it will not give that list. It'll say the storefront is closed. So again, working with the store, you set up your master template, your page templates, your custom pages, and then you set up your navigation. Your settings is kind of your overall settings. Then you have your site manager. And all this gives you is all of your different URLs. So you can see the URLs that you've generated for all of the different things. So this basically you have, here's your Techimentor categories, right? Come on. I can't remember. There we go. You have to click on it to see which one are your categories. And if your categories are wrong, you have to double click on this and then it takes forever to open up. If your categories are incorrect, then you have to go under your products to fix them. So you'd have to go under products, your categories, and fix it if it's falling in the wrong categories. You see how they link together. It's using this template. Then you've got all these other ones using specific templates on my team promotions. And you can edit any of this stuff by going to the end of the line here and hitting edit. And you can choose what template it's using. So if I want this to be the, everything wants to be the Techimentor category instead of the product custom, I can come in here and make those changes. Same thing with my templates. Anything that has to do with category, so you can edit the individual lines. So if they're not using the correct template, this is how you would change that information. Okay? And it automatically saves it for you when you're done. So this is how you can go in and work with it. And this just shows you that kind of the little legend, if you will, for each of these. So basically you're creating a live website or portal, if you will, on one shopping cart for your specific storefront. That's what your site manager is going to do. And then the last one you have is your mobile. So you have a mobile store too. And obviously the difference between your mobile store and this store is the display. Okay. So you can, again, you have templates, navigation, and settings. So do you want to have a mobile optimized checkout for mobile customers, and do you want to send them to them or not? Which means it's going to check the display. You know, what do you want to display? You want to display buttons or links? Do you want rows of bullets, or do you want thumbnails of any categories? Do you want shading? I mean, shading doesn't matter. And then, you know, how do you want to do your search options, and what's your thank you? And then your templates. So what does it look like? And then you've got your site header, homepage header, and your homepage footer. So I could say, you know, welcome to the mobile storefront for, oops, can't spell. Right? And then I could put something on the homepage. Thank you. Okay. And then under templates, now obviously I don't have a mobile device in front of me, but you have a custom mobile template, and then you also have the default, and you can edit any one of these. Now you don't have the preview feature like you normally do, but basically this allows you to set your fonts and then choose either a color theme or set up your own color theme here. So you can do, let's fall. So I can choose fall and save. And you can save as new as well. So this is just a color coding. So you don't have as much freedom as you do in the main storefront with the mobile because of the size. So here you go. You can do your footer and your header, or you can do the full site, or you could just do specific pages. So I could do my mobile home, right? And create new. So now I have that. And then I could actually, instead of doing the full site, if I didn't want to do the full site, I could delete that, and I could only show them specific page. You know, I could do the shop. Do I have something for categories? Oh, I want to do categories. Excuse me. I could do checkout. I could do the checkout page. Okay, and then so forth. And then if I wanted just to do the full site, obviously I could come in here and delete what I don't need. So the full site means it's going to be the full site as in the digital store for, or the storefront for the full site. And then here's your footer menu. If you don't want anything on the footer, maybe you only want to say, you know, your home. Again, internal category. And create. And I could delete the full site and just have the home page at the bottom there. So then when you look at it on a mobile device, which I could actually do right now, but you wouldn't be able to see it, you should see what you just set up as far as that mobile store. Okay, so remember, when you're working with a store, you have your overall settings, but you really need to determine what your master template is, set up your custom and page templates, set up your navigation. Your site manager is going to allow you to change the categories and templates for specific pages. And then the mobile store will allow you to set up a specific store for your mobile customers. All right, I'm going to push on then. So let's talk affiliate management. And let's see, what time is it? So, all right, so we're already 40 minutes in, and I don't know if we'll get through all the affiliates within the next, 45 minutes or so. So as I mentioned at the top of the class, I'm not going to force all this material to get done in this specific time. If we run out of time, then we will just use some time next week in the Q&A call to finish it up and then open up for Q&As. I think I've had only one Q&A call in the year plus that I've been teaching that went a full hour. Most of them only go 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes nobody even shows up. So I think we're safe. All right, so affiliates. So one of the benefits of having one shopping cart is to have a full service system. So not only does it do all your shopping cart needs, your email marketing needs, but it also does your affiliate management needs. And this is one of the reasons that I chose one shopping cart, was because it does all the things that I need, and I don't have to pay for a bunch of things that I don't use. So with that said, I give myself a note here. we're going to look at the setup for commissions, approvals and notifications, sign-up page, what's called the support center, your terms of service, and your welcome page. Now, when it comes to working in affiliates, you have two things. You have a default program, and then you can set up additional programs. So how it works is you have to set up the default program before you can set up additional programs. And the difference is your default is kind of the one size fits all. And if that doesn't work for you, then you can set up specific program affiliates for products and services. So we're going to kind of go through this one piece at a time. So under email and marketing is your affiliate program. Now there's an affiliate tutorial, and let's just be honest, I have never found that One Shopping Cart's help is really that good. You could certainly watch the tutorial if you want. It does give some good points, but in my opinion, just my opinion, it's really not the best help that's out there. So we're going to just jump right into affiliate setup. So you have to do affiliate setup before you can do all of these other items. And this is basically going to walk you through. Now we already have one set up because people have been playing in here for some time, but let's get started here. And you'll notice you have across the top these different options that you've got to do. So this is your default commission setup. This is the default one, which means if you want to pay the same rate for every product and service that you have, you can just set up the default. If you have different products and services that pay a different rate, you can set up a program affiliate, which would be for that specific product or service. But either way, you have to set this one up first. This is the default. Okay, so what's your program name? Okay, default affiliate program. And obviously you can put something in here besides that, but you get the idea. Okay, what day of the month do you pay them? This is basically a calendar. And you actually have to come in and pay your affiliates through One Shopping Cart. It doesn't automatically pay them for you, but it will send you a reminder on whatever day you choose here that you have to pay your affiliates today. So it's a prompt. It's just a reminder. So that's what this is for. So you can say the 15th, you can say the 30th, you can say the 20th, whatever day you want. All that is going to do is prompt you. Do you actually pay by check? Because you can do this. You can pay by check. You can pay by PayPal. You can choose however you want to pay your affiliates. I pay by PayPal because it's just easiest. But you have the option. I had a client at one time who paid by check. Whatever works best for you. But that's basically what this is. So obviously, if you don't pay by check, no. What is the first level of commission? And you can have different levels of commissions when it comes to One Shopping Cart. The first level is that first time that they refer somebody. So the first time Tara refers business to me, I would pay her 15%. The second time, so let's say that Tara recommends Lisa for one of my classes, and Lisa buys, right? So Tara then gets paid her 15%. And then Lisa refers Delane to buy, and then Delane buys. So Lisa gets paid, and Tara gets an additional 5%. So that's what the first level and second level means. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so did everybody understand my first level, second level commission explanation? Just so that's clear. So normally your first level is a higher amount than your second level. And it just depends on what kind of products and services you are selling, what your rate of affiliate would be. Okay. You also have the ability to pay per impression, per click, per lead. Now, these are much more difficult to quantify than just simply sales. And all the years that I did affiliate management, I never used anything but per click. Per impression, I did not use. Per click, I use. Now, per impression or click are different. Click means they actually have to click on a specific link. Impression, if I remember correctly, and I have to go back and look at this, is just simply going to whatever page and just basically like a view. There's no action from that. Per lead means somebody signs up for something. So if Tara, you send somebody a webinar link and they sign up, you get 5 cents every time they click on that. Okay. Tara, are you paying per click or per sale? No, I'm not using any of these. I'm just doing a flat rate commission. they give you more options. And it really does, again, depend on the business, on the nature of the business that you're in. For me, I just pay first level and second level. I just give a flat rate. If you don't give a flat rate and you want to do per click and per lead, you would obviously put a number here, like I have 5 cents per lead or 5 cents per click. And you could actually do all of them if you wanted, okay? Again, up to you and how the business is run. Most of these per clicks, all of these are more for people who are really into internet marketing. That's what I've seen, because they're looking for leads, and that's really where that comes from, okay? What's your minimum payout? In other words, you're not going to pay them their affiliate rate until, or their affiliate payout until it gets to a specific amount. Like I know Teamwork, right? Teamworks, I think theirs is $100, and then you get your commission after you've reached that $100, and that could take you, depending on how many people actually sign up and actually use the program, that could take you a year, right? So that's what that. And if you don't have a minimum, you would obviously leave that blank. Now, how affiliates work is every affiliate, when they sign up, they get a specific link. And this is something that people need to be very clear about when it comes to affiliates. Because some people go, well, yeah, I sent the person the link, but if they don't click on the link and they don't use that link to purchase, then there's no way to track back to who referred them. And, we're not responsible for that, right? And some people are like, well, I sent them the link, that should be the end of it, right? Then I should get the commission. And I've fought that battle for clients, but that's not how it works. So what it does is you get your affiliate link and you send that out and you ask people to use that. And you want to make sure that they're not clearing their cookies. So if they ever go back to that page, the cookie, which is basically the trace, if you will, on your internet provider, or your internet browser, will allow them to trace it back to Tara or trace it back to Mary. But that's the only way we can do it. So you can actually have a cookie expiration on a specific amount of days, or you could choose it unlimited, which means it never expires. Okay, but if they go in and they actually clear their cache and clear all their cookies, then that is going to erase that again. So just so people are clear on how we can trace back to who referred and can get paid, they have to use the affiliate link, and it has to be something that they did not clear out their cookies, because that's how it's going to trace them back. Okay. Do you want to allow PayPal payout? Yes, no, or optional? Mine's required. If you want to be paid, we only pay by PayPal, so I would have yes, required. Yes, optional, no. And if you pay by check, obviously that's your choice. So the most recent cookie will be the one that gets the affiliate. PayPal currency. What's the currency for your PayPal payout? And display commission rate for individual programs, yes or no. So that's just a pretty simple yes or no. So that's basically setting that up, but that's really what's going to define your payouts, okay? Next one, approval and notifications. So there's pages for each one of these. All right, so this is where we get into some more of the nitty gritties, right? Affiliate resources URL. Now, if you have a specific place on your website that has resources for your affiliate program, this is the link that you would send them to. And this is something that I still don't have. I finally have the images that I've created for it, but of course my business keeps changing. But basically what this would allow you to do is send them to a page where they could download your resources. So if they wanted to put some banners on your website or things of that nature, that would be where they would find them. Okay, and then here's your affiliate sign up and login. So these are the ones that are unique to your one shopping cart, which this number right here, this 27854, that's probably my merchant ID, and that's how it tracks it. So I could click test. And this is what it looks like. This is the form that they would use to sign up to my affiliate program, okay? And you, of course, can edit that. And here's what the login page looks like, okay? And it tells you, uses cookies, tells you that. Okay, and then when somebody actually signs up, so this is basically setting up your whole system. If somebody signs up and they sign up to this affiliate sign up, where are they redirected after they're done? So this redirects them to my website, okay? What is the default destination URL? Okay, the destination URL is if I'm only promoting one specific program, because remember you can do multiple programs and this is the default, you could put that as the default destination. Now I have my group coaching program here, which is VA Starter Kit. where it will be the default destination, which means that's the product, if you will, that I'm asking people to promote and pay. I'll pay out on that. Affiliate administrator email, if you have a specific email address for affiliates, and that's actually the affiliate email that I use for my affiliates, which I recommend that you do, and you should recommend to your clients too, so it doesn't get inside their mass email, right? It should not just be, Tara at her business. It should be a specific one. So again, you can set up rules, or you can forward those to somebody that they can be handled appropriately. Is there an autoresponder series, right? Yes, there is. So you could set up an autoresponder to go with this. So when they sign on, they get an automatic response. Do you need to approve your affiliates manually? Yes or no? If you put yes, that means you have to go in and approve affiliates. I just approve. Anybody who wants to be affiliate is fine with me, right? Now you could obviously remove affiliates if you had an issue, but I don't ask for them to be approved as they go. And then automatically email instructions to affiliates. Yes, I want them to understand what it entails, excuse me, to be an affiliate with me. I've been tongue-tied all day. So here's my instructions, right? And you can see this. It's very simple. Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. And you can read through this. So it has username and password. And these are the codes that you can add to this at any time. So there's your username and password. There's all your information. You got your affiliate link. And then, so you can see this. There's the text. You got the HTML version. It's not very pretty. So if you wanted to pretty this up, you could go in and add a banner and all that kind of stuff. Now, just for time, I'm going to go back to text here. So it's just a text message. Okay, nothing special about it. Okay. Now notice when I did that, it removed all the page breaks in there, which goes, ugh. Then I got to go in and fix those. Okay, which I can do, but I'm not actually going to save this, so we're fine. I can always hit restore default message, right, to put it back. So, but if you change it, obviously, it's going to put it back to this. And then here's your commission payout message. Okay, this is the email your affiliates receive when they get paid. And so there it is, right? Very simple. And you can see all the BRs or line breaks. And then you have down here, do you want to send a sales notification? In other words, every time a sale goes through for Diane, does she get an email that says that a sale went through? Do you send sign up notification, and do you show contact info to affiliate? This is just fields, yes or no, and then you just hit save. Okay, so you can see that there's a lot that goes into this page. Okay, most of my clients, they usually edit the affiliate instructions and the commission payout to make it a little more personable, but you could certainly use what's here. Remember, when you send out the affiliate instructions, make sure that you include their affiliate link, how to log in, and their username and password, because they need to be able to log in and they can track their own sales and clicks and all those type of things. Okay, so that's approval and notifications. Sign up page. Now, this is where you can edit this page and make it look pretty. Right up here, look at this. You've got all of these different colors. So if you know your branding, you can come in here and do that. You can also go up here and choose edit banner. So you can actually put a banner in here. Now, obviously, it's looking for a URL. So that URL can be one that's stored on your website, or it could be one that's in the media library here. So you'd have to go over, to your media library and copy it in here and then set the site. So for that instance, I could go over here and do media library, logos, right? And I can copy this URL right here and then back to my affiliate setup, excuse me, my sign up page, my banner, and then put it in there, preview those changes. Now you can see it's a little squished, right? It's probably not tall enough, and I don't even know what the dimensions are. I'm just going to guess. There you go. So now it looks better. It's got a banner. Okay. You can edit the top HTML information. So, welcome to that's what this is. You see what it says, welcome to the Techie Minute Affiliate Program. I could actually, change that to H1. So you have to do a little code here, a little HTML. There we go. Welcome to the Techie. I think, well, that's way too big. Let me change that to an H2. H2 would be heading 2. There we go. Okay. And then you've got edit label. affiliate sign up form, right? And then bottom HTML, which would be down here at the bottom. This is where you would put in this information. And there's my thank you. Okay, so you can see that you can go through each one of these. So you pick your colors. So your title, background, all this, your labels, all this kind of stuff, right? So if I wanted to change, for instance, where it says affiliate sign up form, this would be this one. Now these are color safe. Preview. Nope, must have got the wrong one. The title bar. Form page, text color, must have got the wrong one. All right, well, you get the idea. Again, for time's sake, you can go through here and make this look your own, okay? A couple other things. Realize, obviously, if they were referred by somebody, it says by clicking the terms and conditions, which we'll look at, important for them to be able to look at that. So that's the sign up page. The support center, this is their where they would go to log in to find out their information. So this is their page. So again, all your colors. Put my banner in here. Always hit preview changes to see what it looks like. Didn't add my banner for some reason. Maybe it's too big. And then your HTML at the bottom. Preview changes. All right, I may have to actually look at it because for some reason it's not following up, but you get the idea of what you want to do here. This is the page they can go and they log in, they can get their links, they can get a report, they can get all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where they go to see what they're doing as far as their affiliates are concerned, their affiliate referrals. All right, here's the terms of service. Now this right here, this is a legal document. Now this is the out-of-the-box document that comes with One Shopping Cart. I highly recommend for yourselves or your clients is that you have it looked over by an attorney. It's just very simple verbiage, but it's still legalese. And you might want to look it over to make sure that it meets your needs, not just use it out of the box. I actually had I have Legal Shield, which I absolutely love. I have them look at things all the time. And, these are the kind of things that I send to them and say, what do I need? Does this work? Can I use this? What do I need to change? And they'll tweak it and send it back to me and I'm good to go. But I would definitely have somebody look at the terms of service to make sure that it covers your affiliate program. And then obviously you can see that I've gone in here and made some changes with some HTML in here. So here's the preview mode so you can see it a little bit better, right? But there it is. And then obviously you would save it. I should do, because that's your terms of service. That's what people are agreeing to when they sign up to become an affiliate for your program. And then welcome page. So this is just, welcome to the program. Here's all these different links that you can click on. Here's all the information that you need. Welcome to your affiliate center. You can go in here and make changes to this. Obviously, you can format it however you see fit. Make it the color that you want. And save it. Okay, so these are the things that you have to go through when you're setting up the default affiliate program for the very first time. So again, that's under email, affiliate program, affiliate setup, and it will take you through each one of these. And you need to go through each one of these in detail, make sure it's all set up. Okay. Now, if you're only going to set up this one specific program, you're not going to do individual program affiliates. Here's the other thing you need to do. You need to go to your products. And if a product is not going to be part of the affiliate program, then you need to make sure that you update it. Under settings, right here, here is your affiliate program. You can turn that off, which means I don't pay affiliate rate in this specific thing. because otherwise by default these are all going to be turned on, which means people are going to be expecting a commission on that. So you basically remove that. Now I actually have more than one, but this is the default one. And also you can put a specific dollar amount in here. So if for this one I don't pay the 15% and the 5%, which is the Techie Mentor affiliate program, I could put in a specific dollar amount. So for this one I pay $2.50 and $1, right? And so that means I am going to do the Techie Mentor affiliate, but I'm just going to do it as a $2.50 and a $1 flat fee, no percentage. So I overrode that by doing that. Yay. All right. Back to email marketing affiliate. Okay, so we did that. So let's talk programs. Now on this page, you can see that you have your default. So here's your default. Right, shows you what that is. But you can also create an affiliate program for a specific item, program, category, whatever you want to think of. And that's what these are. So you can see there's some specific ones here. So you can click on Create Affiliate Program, and you give it a name. So let's say ebook program. And then the program description goes here. So in other words, if this is not the same as your default, you're going to pay a higher commission, a lower commission, whatever it might be, then what you want to do is create a program. So you create the default, and then you can create the one-offs by creating what are called a program affiliate. Okay, what's the default? So maybe this goes to a specific program. So I can test it to make sure that it works. And there you go. It's a sales page, right? So there's my sales page. Okay, there's your cookie expiration, there's your percentage, and there. So it automatically pulls over the default information and throws that in for you. Now, if obviously you're not paying the same, what do? You go in and you fix it. And for this one, maybe I'm paying a higher commission, right? And then create. All right, so that's step number one. So step number one, you go in and you add all the goodies. So Tara, so the destination for the program is for the benefit of the affiliate, right? Yes. Okay. All right, now what you want to do is select a category to associate. Now this is where you can associate entire categories to a program, or you can assign it by product, right? And this just flips back and forth, okay? So I can go through here and say, okay, all of my ebooks, for instance, which is what I called this the ebook program, are going to be part of this, okay? Those cannot be on my, oh, there we go. I have to click on assign by product category. Now, what you'll notice is you've got two sections. Okay, and that one, that whole step isn't very intuitive. In other words, you have to select the category and then you have to click on this little guy. There's no button anywhere else. You actually have to click on the hyperlink right here, which I always forget to do. So in other words, these are all of the categories that are part of this ebook program. These are all the ones that are not. So you actually have two sections. The top section is in, the bottom section is not. Then you would simply hit next. Okay, now here's where you can go in and you can set up resources for this specific program. So from here, I can set up ads. I could create a new ad, right? And I could call the ad whatever it is. Okay, and then I could go in here and I could create an ad. And what this is doing is it's giving your affiliates the ability to easily promote something for you, right? You're doing all the legwork for them, and then they have the ability to come in here and grab this and promote. A lot of times, if you've ever been part of an affiliate or a JV program, they give you like the emails and all the materials around being an affiliate. But that's basically what you're doing here. So you could create an ad here, right? You can give it a destination URL. So same thing, I can go to that same place. I could add any notes and I could hit submit. Okay, and then what this allows you to do is also keep track of your impressions, your clicks, your leads, your sales, and also your commission amounts, right? Now you can create an email. So you could do an email string. So this is all your advertising. This is all what I call affiliate resources. So I could create an email. Now you can create multiple ads and multiple emails. I'm just doing one. Okay, and then I would come in here and I would say, affiliate name, right? And then I could do and then, give them the materials, so on and so forth, right? Same thing, you have a destination URL. If you want to, you don't have to do that, but you could certainly do that. And then you'd have your notes and submit. Okay, yep, once that it does want that. So never mind, they changed that. Finding clients.com. I'm just doing a simple URL. Okay. Text links. So you could create a new text link. Banners, and I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can see there's a banner. You can do audio ads, so you can actually upload an audio. So if you want to do audio, you can do pop-up ads and you can do flash ads. So you can do different types of ads. Now, I don't recommend that you do all of these. I would do, a pop-up or maybe a flash ad. And again, click the button. You have to have the name, the URL. So this is not hosting the flash webinar or audio or video, you're going to have to pull it from YouTube or Vimeo or wherever it's at and give it the information here. Your pop-up ads, those drive me crazy, by the way. But basically this pops up on the screen when they hit this location, and it will tell them exactly what they want. Sign up for this, click this, so on and so forth. Okay, so when you create a program, you have the ability to really go in and create specific types of affiliate resources for that specific program. So let me go back to affiliate programs here. Now, from here, I can easily get to any of these options. This is the same thing under the email menu. This gives you a little bit of tutorials here. Like I said, I didn't think these were the best, but you're certainly welcome to watch them. So we've set up the main affiliate. We set up a program. Now from here, I can manage my media, which is taking me to here. So I can go to any one of these and I could hit update, and it will take me in here and allow me to assign my products and create my advertising media. So update is going to allow me to go in and edit this information accordingly. So this is a 9-week program, 8 weeks of training, one week Q&A. So anybody's welcome to, if you want to take the responsibility and put your gateway up in here, you're certainly welcome to do so. Just make sure that you take it down. It doesn't give you passwords or anything like that, so nobody else would be able to see it, but I wouldn't recommend that you leave it here since everybody has access to it. Okay, so with that, we're going to call it quits because I don't want to get too deep into the next piece. What we're going to do next week for a little bit of our Q&A, we're going to go through managing affiliates, adding and pending and paying commissions and doing reporting, and then we'll call it a day. So we talked about the program setup, which we just did. We are going to come back and do the affiliate management piece, but remember, you have to set up the default program first, and you can add additional programs for specific, boy, my tongue-tied today, for specific products and services. And make sure that you update the products accordingly as well. Debbie, just to clarify. Okay, so let me just jump over to your homework. So your homework for this session, as far as we've gotten, is to review the storefront. Go through the templates, the navigation, look at the mobile, set it up, change it, monkey around with it so you understand how that thing works. And this, again, is really the time for you to get your hands dirty in shopping cart because you're going to have about 2 more weeks left in the sandbox. So make sure that you get in there and really utilize it and use your time in there. And then go ahead and set up an affiliate program. You can just change the default one if you want, any way you want. Doesn't matter to me. Or you can set up a new program one, whichever works. And then we'll come back next week and we'll finish off the end of the affiliate piece and put everything in a nice big package and put a bow on it. So, whoops, I forgot to change that review. So today we really talked storefront and affiliate management. So did you learn a lot today? Did you pick up some new tips or tricks? All right, gang. Thank you so much for hanging with me till the end. I will see you guys next week. Be sure to come back so we can finish up the affiliates and I'll be able to answer any questions for you as well. But thank you so much for your time today. Have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.